maybe 5 years since I've done an episode on this, like vanilla Let's Play. I've done a number of videos on modded Minecraft, but haven't done one of these videos on the actual kind of main Let's Play of this channel for about 4 or 5 years. Few reasons kind of for that, and I've spoke about before. There's a video on my channel, I think the most recent video, where I've discussed it a little bit, but I'll kind of touch on that here. You'll notice for some people this base might look unfamiliar, for others it might look very familiar. So as part of the video that I did last, where I spoke about why I kind of stopped doing this Let's Play and kind of didn't want to play on the Let's Play world or anything like that, is well, I guess one of the reasons was because when I originally started Minecraft Let's Plays, the kind of one of the first videos in this whole Let's Play was on this world here. This was kind of my like alpha / beta world. I built a few bases on it. I've got a whole kind of track system, a few mob grinders like this one, which is one of the old style of them. And unfortunately, when the beta update, I think it was called the adventure update, happened, this world essentially broke. Everything turned to a snow biome, which obviously you can see right now. This wasn't a snow biome originally, and things just weren't loading correctly. I was having loads of issues. I did move very far away from all of the current bases that I have in this world, but it still didn't fix the issues, and I was just kind of done with it. So decided to start the new world, which is obviously the one that most of my I say more recent, but yeah, I guess you could say more recent Let's Play videos have been on, where I built that kind of base in the mesa. I did the island base, and then obviously the kind of little cave base with the potion system that I've got. So I started that world and built quite a lot of stuff in that, but I've always had this itch to come back to this world and just kind of go through some of the old stuff that I built, tidy it up, maybe clean it, make it look a little bit better. So obviously right here I've just got a cobblestone pathway, gigantic cobblestone building. There's probably loads of opportunities to kind of come back to these old bases that I've got and upgrade things. Even the train station that I've got in this world, if anyone remembers it, that was using the old Pez dispenser system for automatic minecarts, which is practically, well, it is irrelevant now because you've got actual dispensers and stuff like that. So what I've done is essentially merged the two worlds together. So both worlds from my Let's Play, this whole 300 odd episode Let's Play, both of those worlds are now merged. I used a tool called MCA Editor, which essentially allowed me to copy and paste the chunks from this world into my current one, which I've done. So I have pasted them kind of like 5,000 chunks away from everything that I've currently got in my main Let's Play, just because when you paste chunks into an already existing world, when you eventually get to the point where the two worlds meet, the chunks kind of don't really merge together very well. So there'll be like some weird, just like a straight cliff, something kind of like this here. This was one of the errors with the beta updates, where eventually I came back to this world, and for some reason, when these ocean temple type things got put in place, it just randomly put them one right here inside my original base. And there used to be a mine shaft here. You can kind of see the side of it there. There's a big mine shaft that went all the way down. So for some reason that's been replaced with the ocean temple thing, but that's fine, I guess. So yeah, I've pasted this quite a distance away. I do have a nether portal in there, so obviously I'll be able to connect them through the nether. The only base that I have not transferred over is the very last base that I did on this world. One, because it was a very far distance away from everything else, and I didn't really want to copy that many chunks over. And two, I'd never go back to it because I was there for not very long, and I did it just to try to see if I could actually continue on this world, and it turned out I couldn't. So I created a new one. I am starving, so I am going to Go and see if the furnace is still working here. So yeah, that's essentially it. I now have two worlds merged. My old one and my new one. The dog is still here from the original Let's Play, if anyone remembers. Hasn't moved. And I think everything still relatively works. I think there might be... Oh no. I know sometimes when you do this, the chests don't seem to work, but it looks like they're working. So let me just cook this. Now, to get to this place, this time I did teleport over here. I did kind of allow myself to use a command to teleport to this base just to make sure it worked. And it all has loaded. Eventually, like I said, what I'll do is I'll connect them through the nether. I do have a document now that has all of my bases and all of the coordinates for the nether portals, so I'll be able to do that. In terms of what my plan is going forward, because like I said, I haven't done anything on this world. Well, I haven't done anything on this Let's Play for a long time. One of the things that I mentioned in my last video around why I kind of think I stopped playing that much, I spoke about the fact that I try to adjust the way that I play Minecraft based on the way that other people play Minecraft. So if you look at most YouTubers now, they'll have an episode that's like 30 to 45 minutes long, and they'll build these massive structures and massive things, projects within the one episode, and do so much work within this one episode. And I always felt pressured that I needed to do that. And historically, if anyone has been here for long enough, they know I don't do that. I like to make small pieces of progress in each video. And each video generally is like 15 to 30 minutes long, kind of short, bite-sized videos. So essentially, I'm going to go back to doing that, just playing the game as I would normally play it. There will be kind of like cuts, so if I have to go and mine a bunch of cobblestone, I'm not going to record that. I'll obviously cut that out, and then do that in my own time. But I'm not gonna try to build gigantic structures in every single episode. Some of the episodes might just be me exploring a cave, stuff like that. Which again is pretty much what I've done previously. What I'm going to do for now, though, is just quickly go through to my other main bases in kind of this part of this merged world, make sure that they're okay. I've wrote down the coordinates to this base for the nether portal, so I know I can come back here and connect that. Then I'll kind of move myself back to the current area where I'm working out of, figure out what we do from there. We'll go up here, and then we'll get on a track. Or we'll get in the minecart, sorry, and head over to... Come on, press the button. There we go. We'll head over to the... Oh, actually, yeah, I've got a window that goes into this. We'll head over to the train station. I haven't played Minecraft for a while, but are these skeletons new or something? Well, I played Minecraft, it's just not vanilla Minecraft. But anyway, we're at the train station in a biome that was originally supposed to be a desert, which is now a snow biome. And again, for those who haven't been here for a long, long time and don't remember this is my train station. Each one of these were, or they do go to a different kind of area of the map. It's a very clunky system, but this will go to the cottage. This will go to the trap, which is just over there, and this will go to that original spawn, which you just come from. And essentially what happens is I have this system. It's basically a Pez dispenser. I'm baffled that it still works because there's obviously easier ways to do this now, but every time I get off a minecart, it will come up here and refill this, and it will also spit out a new one. So there's always a minecart over there. And it's got an overflow system, so if there's too much in there, it'll just bounce back down and just get collected over here, which I can come in and kind of collect when I need to. And then it's got a horrendous redstone network. Diabolical. I can't remember how I did it. And that just kind of attaches to these levers and then to the minecart track here. So at the moment, this, if I was to go into this, it'll take me to the cottage. I'll change that and I'll go to sandbase. Does it still work? yeah, so this is a sand-based trap, so it will take me up there. But anyway, that's the minecart system. It's very old. And then this was the kind of station bit, um, which is ugly. I hope my style in terms of building has improved since this. Oh my god. Okay, so this is another benefit of merging the worlds. Now have all of the old resources that are left behind, which is good. So I'm going to leave them here for now, but at some point I'll bring them back. And this was just the base, which all looks like it's fine. Got a bunch of stuff still in these chests, which is good. I do need to, whilst I'm here, just get some of that cooking. Water. I think this was, yeah, this was a pathetic tree farm. And then this, I mean, it all looks like it's fine, but that was just the mine shaft. I have got a new computer, by the way, so apologies if the quality of this might not look right. Hopefully it does. If it needs adjusting, let me know. Hopefully it's fine though. So this was the bedroom. This was the mini farm that I had. And just a storage chest for that. And then cactus farm looks fine as well. Cool, so everything down here is fine. Like I said, just checking that all the bases are as they should be, which it looks like they are. I do miss this. This used to work very well. You used to just kind of build it this way. You had to face a certain direction. I think it might have been east, maybe, but it would shoot you up very, very quick. I think it's faster than the water elevator that is kind of the current standard. That right there, which is the kind of like abandoned building with the trees around, that was where I was originally going to build the base, or this base. But for some reason, I can't remember why, I decided not to. But everything here looks fine. So I'll go and quickly look at the trap over there, the mob spawner, see if that's still intact. And then yeah, we'll go to the last base on here. But there you go. You'll see now we'll go in this direction. Okay, so it looks like there's no major issues. The chunks seem to have loaded fine. So this was my other base. I had like a weird obsession when I built this with sandstone. I thought it looked really cool. I guess the only problem is these lines. It would be good if they could merge. So if you have one above the other, like dirt does, for example, grass isn't on top of this one. They could do the same with that. That would be good. Again, this wasn't a snow biome. Now it is. All my dogs are still down here. He's good. I think that was to turn it off. And then, yeah, this all still looks like it's fine. This mob spawner did work really well when I first started it. But it kind of started dropping in usefulness for some reason. I don't know if it's just because the way that mobs started to spawn was different, but I mean, I've got quite a lot of stuff in here. Not that I need this stuff because I get a bunch of arrows anyway. I'm pretty sure I've got an arrow spawner farm somewhere. I just can't remember in my kind of most recent bases. And obviously, I have a creeper spawner anyway. So I think I can access this from... Where is it? Here. Yeah, so I just think they're not kind of moving down as much as they should be. If you can see that. I think they get stuck. So this might be one of the things that I have a look at, maybe improving at some point. But yeah, this seems fine. So what I'll do now is I'll go back to the train station and then get the train going to the last base that was on this world, which was the cottage. Okay, so we're coming up on the cottage base. This was actually supposed to be a snow biome, so I'm hoping it still is. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but there's another car here. Let's actually think about the chest. He's in. Yeah, that gone. There we go. That's very weird. I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's a bug with the merge, or if it's just an old bug from when the world broke. So this was the cottage base. If you haven't seen it before, this was my one of yeah, it was my favourite base here. I don't know why, but I love building in the snow. So I had a snow farm here, snowball farm there. I could just mine snow. I had a wheat farm here, that when I pressed the button, water would come down and push all the wheat down for me. Got loads of food in there, which is good. And then I think the mushroom farm was probably fine, but I mean, I've never used this. I built it and then never used it. I think it's too bright in here. But yeah, never done anything with it. I think mushrooms are probably us as well at this point. That looks all fine. I'm not going to test the water because that's just a waste. And then the cottage seems to be okay. There's no errors or missing blocks, it doesn't look like, on the outside, which is good. Yeah, I really did enjoy doing this, and I remember actually building this through when I was doing the episodes and the Let's Play. Like I said, I never used to just do the whole thing in one episode. This took me probably about 7 episodes because I did bits at a time, and then went and explored, did more bits. And that's kind of the format that I want to go back to. And of course, my dog is still here. I've got dogs everywhere. Order this is still here. Enchanting table, yep, still there. Don't know why I built this kind of art gallery type thing. All the furnaces are still here. Good. But yeah. Some resources. And then yeah, this is fine as well. So the last thing to check is just the nether portal area. But does it still work? Yeah, this is pretty cool. I was very, very proud of this because, you know, I'm not like a big redstone person, but built this that just kind of opens up and has a bit of a secret dungeon area. I've got no idea where this nether portal goes. I'm not gonna mess with it. Actually, here I am. I'm gonna go in. See where it goes. It's all going to be part of the new nether because I deleted the nether file. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is not too far away from kind of the center of the nether. Good. So it's going to be relatively easy for me to connect everything together and then travel back and forth. But yeah, that's cool that that works. Okay, so we're back here. I've teleported myself back now that I know that everything is working, and I've reverted my save file back so I can no longer teleport and do stuff like that. So I guess the plan going forward then is, well, first things first, I want to be able to have an easy way to get to all of my old bases and all of my current bases. One of the things that I did when they updated the nether, when they changed the whole biome system and added all this stuff into the nether, is I deleted the nether kind of save that I had within this world. So at the moment the nether is relatively fresh. I've been in there a few times obviously and done a little bit of mining and then exploring, but there's no network to connect me to anything. That's pretty cool. So one of the first things I'm going to do is obviously connect things together. I think what I want is a big central nether base. It will have like a imagine it's like a big open area that has different doorways that will take me to different parts of my world through kind of like ice travel. Obviously got quite a lot of ice over there. I think packed ice is probably the best to travel with. However, I don't have packed ice at the moment. I don't think I can get it from anywhere. I'm not too sure if there's any ice spikes or anything that has packed ice anywhere, but I have ice for the time being, so I can do that. And then what I really want to do once I've kind of got that stuff set up is find a new base. I know that I only recently started this base. When I say recent, I mean in terms of episode number. This is relatively a new base, but I'm not feeling it, if I'm honest. And again, this is what I discussed in the most recent video. I didn't really like this base. Whole vibe of this was supposed to kind of be like a nice kind of oasis Hawaiian type outdoor base. And let's be honest, that's not really me. If you look at most of my bases, I tend to always start digging and doing some like a cave base or a cottage / mansion type base. So I mean, I did start to dig a big open area down here, and my intent was to just to have a cave base, but I don't want a cave base where I'm having to dig the cave. I want one that's like a natural open cave, and obviously now we've got all these big new caves in the caves update. It makes sense just to go to one of them. This area was generated before those caves, before that cave update, so I can still go down and get the new caves. But oh, hello B. If I want, if I truly want kind of the new cave systems and stuff, I need to kind of move away a little bit. So I'm going to find a new base. I have got some ideas that I'm not going to go into. Some of them are a little bit wild compared to what I've normally done, but it kind of all still falls into the same vein of stuff that I've built before. So first things first, build a nether base. See if I can kind of start setting up some sort of rail system or ice system to get me back and forth to all the other sections of my world, and then actually move away from here and see what we do. Don't know what direction I'll go in, but I'll make sure it's not the direction that my new, or no, it's not the direction that my old bases are in that I've kind of moved over to this world, because that would be a bit strange. But anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I know that nothing was really done in this episode. However, see this as a start to me actually doing things now that, you know, I have this little bit of inspiration. Not going to commit to an X amount of videos a week or whatever. Let's just kind of say that I will do a couple of videos a month, or at least try to do multiple videos a month. I don't know how frequent they'll be. I don't know how long they'll be. There might sometimes just be like 15 minutes of exploring if I haven't got the time to sit around for an extended period. Or there might be quite long ones if I have got the time and I want to do something pretty big. So hopefully that's exciting that I'm kind of coming back to this world. Now that I also have my old world included, gives me loads of opportunities to go back and forth and change things in my old areas and, you know, do some cool stuff moving forward. But anyway, hope everything is okay. Let me know what you think of the kind of quality of this. Like I said, it's a new computer, so new computer, new setup. Hopefully it's not too bad. And I will see you here very, very soon. Goodbye.